I'm cooling, I'm schooling, I'm cooling every day. That's how I'm feeling. You see that? Right. Boy, I'm chilling.
Yeah. Yeah, man, Shade 45 Junior Radio, the Money Team. We are here. Money Nels, Jay Medina, DJ Juanito, and DJ MJ on the set.
Yo.
Yeah, man.
MJ, thank you for your performance.
Thank you so much.
She did a thing.
Where you from again?
Arizona.
Arizona?
Phoenix, baby.
Phoenix, Arizona?
Yeah.
I'm from
look.
Phoenix.
Okay.
That is from Phoenix.
Not so good, but from Phoenix though.
Well, it's cooler here.
Oh my gosh, it's hot right now. It's a desert out there.
So you live now in New York?
Now I'm in New York for good. Trying
Okay.
an opportunity and trying to make it happen. Living a dream.
That's what's up. That's what's up, babe. Well, definitely look out for DJ. On Instagram, she's Miss DJ MJ.
Yeah.
And on Twitter is Miss. What is
MJ.
it?
At DJ MJ.
At DJ MJ, exactly. We don't want to mess it up and jack you up. Are you coming back? You ever gonna come back one day?
Yeah, I'm back. So
Okay.
You got me now.
All right.
Nice. We have a special guest, Patrick Blake, in the building, playwright, producer.
Patrick.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Good.
If you're just tuning in, my guy right here produces a lot of plays in the New York City and tri-state area. And let me ask you something. Somebody who's listening right now, we gave a long segment about a piece of what they can profit and between finances and just the avenues of going into that territory. How does somebody a script writer or somebody who has a great story can reach out to a producer like you and say, hey, I would like for you to read my play? Just like the way in music, people want to send us demos.
What you can do?
What's the process of that?
Is, there's a great organization called the Dramatist Guild, and that's a union almost, but not quite, for playwrights.
Okay.
And you join that, and there's different levels of membership. So if you've got something that's been produced, you're at one level, and if you're just starting out, you're at another level. But they give you a great little booklet that lists every contest, every festival for playwrights, all the producers in New York and around the country that do new plays, and you can just join that and get that information from them.
Right.
And it's a good group because they look out for playwrights' rights.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So now earlier in the last break we talked about the play. You said that you know about, which is the Tupac.
Yeah.
I guess. Go ahead, say it again.
It's called Holler If You Can Hear Me, and the people who are involved in it did a reading for industry people, for other producers and directors and things like that. And so we all went to a little studio and listened to it. And it's Tupac's lyrics, and other people have written beats to fit the story.
Right. So the whole play, the whole entire content would be Tupac's lyrics from top to bottom.
Curses and all?
Yeah, well, curses and all.
Okay.
Wow.
And except that because it's a musical play, there's dialogue in between. And so the idea of...
I hope they don't do hit 'em up.
The idea of a song in a musical is when the character is so full of emotion that they can't talk. Like they're so angry or so in love or so something, so emotional that they can't talk, and so they break into song. And that's when in the play that I wrote the book for. This guy just is really come to the realization that he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison.
Right.
And so he just goes into this rap about I'll never be free.
Right.
And we have that on our website, on the website for the musical, which is freedomthemusical.com.
Right. Okay. I would love to see. I think that would just be different. Like imagine seeing somebody saying, "Me and my mama had beef." 15 years old, kicked out in the street. I know. So it's just weird that you're saying that because with rap music, there's so many stories over the years.
Right.
Like I mean, this is a big business. And easily 30 years in right now. Do you know how many stories, especially with these icons like Tupac and Notorious B.I.G., I mean, it's LL Cool J is ridiculous.
Yeah, and I think it's starting, people in theater are starting to realize the power of rap help tell a story.
Right.
That's what my question was, because I mean, not to sound biased or anything, but looking at you, I wouldn't think that you're like a hip hop, fan or anything like that. But that's the lovely thing about hip hop.
Yeah, you look like the manager at Best Buy.
Yeah. You never know, hip hop transcends, so you never know who, is into it. So, like you, when you got called to check out that Tupac musical thing, when you sat there and you were looking at it, what were your thoughts? Did you say, this is going to, like, really work? This is dope?
I really enjoyed the experience. I thought it was really good. Some rap has been used in plays.
Right.
In the Heights, which was on Broadway in Monotone, then Manuel Miranda is doing a new show called Hamilton Mixtapes, because the story of Alexander Hamilton, the first U.S. Secretary of the Treasury, was so today. He grew up poor in the islands.
Right.
He moved to New York, became really rich and famous, and then somebody shot him in a duel.
Wow.
And shot him and killed him in a duel.
Right.
And so that story about Hamilton, the play's called the Hamilton Mixtape. And it's...
The Hamilton Mixtape.
They're putting it to, like, hip-hop music.
And all of it, instead of like in the Heights where there was some rap, some salsa, some other kinds of music, this is, from what I understand, all going to be rap.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And the hardest thing to do is convince people who are so used to traditional theater, to convince them that hip-hop can carry an entire show, can be the only musical expression in that show.
Do you think it'll be respected as much as, your typical, like you say, your traditional plays?
Yes, I do.
That's one thing, not to cut you off, Pat. In hip-hop, especially the people in the background, I guess in theater on your side and in our side in corporate music, I'm not going to call them the older folks. I'm going to call them just the people in power that really don't get certain things. And I'm pretty sure in your world you see that, like, okay, what's the big, you know because you follow rap music, but some other executive might be like, Tupac was, nothing to me. You know what I'm saying?
He was a hooligan.
Right. So, or he could look at it like that. How do you break that?
You break it the same way that Hair broke the prejudice against rock music in the 60s, when it was used in Hair and all of a sudden the play made millions of dollars. That's what makes people pay attention, is what you're using works.
Oh.
So when a musical using hip-hop sells a ton of tickets, they're going to be half a dozen of them.
Right. Now then they see it. They see it as a profit there, and it's like, okay, smack me in the face.
It got to be presented right, too,
Yeah, of course, presentation is says a lot. All right, so when we come back, I want to talk about what you're doing currently.
The Book of Freedom, right? A hip-hop musical.
Yep.